podcast. We are back.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back.
Today is a milestone episode, actually.
It's Is it a milestone?
40.
It's considered a milestone?
Yeah.
Was it like every 10's a
I
milestone?
think every 10, yeah.
That's how people do it. Yeah, because I was just saying, I'm like, isn't 50 a milestone?
50 is the milestone, but I mean...
Well, we're going to hit 50 for sure soon, right?
Well,
10
this
more
is
episodes.
like the step right before 50.
Yep.
I
40
think
episodes, a lot of episodes. You don't realize it, eh?
Well, we did...
we got screwed with that whole the COVID thing, or else we'd be like at...
probably 70.
Yeah, 60, 70.
60, 70, yeah. Because we had like a dry spell of what? Couple...
Well,
like
when there was the first lockdown.
Yeah, so March, April, May, June.
Yeah, that we couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, so there was like 4 months maybe.
Yeah,
so
that's
4
why.
times 4, it's, yeah.
There you go. I was looking at that the other day. I go, man, what the hell? Why is it?
We'd be at
I go, this
high
makes sense.
60s.
We didn't. I go, we did it for a year. You know, whatever. I was doing the kind. And I'm like, shit, she stopped for like a couple of months because of COVID.
Yeah, we had like 30 episodes where we
It's
missed.
crazy. Like the people that do it by themselves, you know.
Yeah,
you don't get it.
when you have to meet with people and stuff.
Also, we didn't want to do that whole freaking Zoom.
We did one.
Yeah,
with Martelli's Kitchen.
Yeah, no, not
Shout out to Martelli's Kitchen.
Nothing offense to Steve. It's that even he said it. It's not the same.
Not the same.
Not
It
the
was
same.
fun. Well, we did the one with Jofo podcast too.
Yeah, shout out to Jofo. Shit,
Shout
been
out
a
to
while
Jofo.
since we spoke to the Jofo boys, man. I hope
Jofo
everything's
guys.
doing well, guys, man. It's been a while. That's it. So when you have the podcast by yourself, you know, it's a bit easier to continue and not.
Yeah, you're just doing it in your
non-stop.
house, right?
Yeah,
You're not meeting anybody.
Nope. But we're dying here. We miss our guests. We miss having people contact us saying, "Hey, what's up? Can we come on your podcast or something? This and that." It's been a while, man.
We would like to.
And I still have that list, man. I see it here actually. The list. I just listen, and this is a list of not even like do-overs.
There's new people.
Like, Kickfit wants to come back. Culinary wants to. Almost everyone we did it with wants to come back because whatever, amazing conversation. We don't care. You come back 1,000 times. I don't give a shit. But I'm saying, just off new people, we had a list. Man, pisses me off. Soon. I'm not gonna.
We'll see what Papa Lergo
Yeah. We'll see what he says because now
it's like an unrunning joke now.
we're
It's
like-
like third episode we talk about it.
Yo, it's like the cases in Laval are like 60 something. It's like so little right now.
I didn't
so
even look.
Hopefully,
I didn't even look.
Hopefully, like you said, Papa Lago, he wakes up a bit and
Papa Lergo's our prime minister.
I'm not wrong.
Not a prime minister, but our premier.
Premier.
Premier, yeah, he's a premier.
So, would you
Anyways.
want to?
Let me not give my opinion.
No, don't. Never mind. Before we get into like that news and like topics on that, I just was going over. I was looking at some cars. Man, I was covering my mouth. I don't know why. I saw the Taycan
Yeah.
Cross Turismo 4. You didn't see this, huh?
No, never.
You see, I knew it. That's why I want to. Even before the episode, he was asking me, "What are we talking about this night?" I don't want to say anything. So, if you want to check it out, you can check it out. The Taycan Cross Turismo, like Crosstrek,
Yeah, I see it.
and pretty cool car. Starting at $92,000 US. Pretty cool car. Looks nice.
It's a wagon.
It's like a wagon. Oh, man,
You
I'm
know what
not
it
sure.
looks
I
like?
want to see it in person because I'm not sure the height. You know what I mean?
It looks like the.
Okay, you're looking at the same picture. Doesn't that look like an SUV to you?
It does.
But
It looks
then-
like the Panamera.
But then in the other picture,
station
it
wagon,
doesn't
yeah.
look like. It looks like an SUV. It doesn't look like a. It looks like
It
a
looks
station
bigger in
wagon.
the back.
Yeah, it's a nice looking car.
This
Look.
picture here. I'll try to put it up on the screen.
Exactly. Yeah.
In the editing.
So the Taycan basically they called it a station wagon.
I like it.
So it is like you said.
I like
a wagon.
station wagons. So for me, like
I love
this
station
is-
wagons.
I love station
Yeah.
wagons. It's dope.
So nice looking car. It's supposed to come out in 2021. So this year. Is there anything different about
You know what?
it?
Also, what I just noticed looking at the picture, it has the suspension of like a all-road
Yep.
of a Audi.
Yep. Oh,
So I
that,
guess
that,
that's
that
what
was
you're
one of my
aiming for,
points. So
yeah.
yeah, they took the suspension from the Audi all-road. So you basically, it's probably based on that chassis for sure, because that chassis they use it.
It says
It's amazing
here
chassis.
it also has a higher standard ride height and can be equipped with an off-road design package that adds special wheels and other
yeah.
visual enhancements.
So you see the pricing that's right under it.
Yeah.
So it starts at 92,000. That's just a
That's the
regular 4, right?
Yeah.
So 4S 111, which is not that bad. Then after
This in American dollars. Right?
yeah, always American, always USD. Then after when you start hitting the turbo names is when you start paying big money. So 154, then 188 for the Turbo S.
So let's
Imagine
say
that
at
Turbo S, how
180
nice it must be.
188, 235 Canadian.
235 Canadian. So what is this? Is a full electric,
Full electric.
station wagon,
Turbo
sports
S.
car. Why did they call it turbo?
That means it's not all-wheel drive then.
Yeah, 4S.
No, it's Turbo S.
Yeah, probably the turbo isn't all-wheel drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
But
turbo is not all-wheel drive.
You know what? Maybe it might be. You know that. just because of the electronics.
It's funny you say this about why they call it turbo. So on
Yeah,
Friday
like,
morning,
why?
I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast,
Okay.
the one with Tom Segura.
I was watching now and I didn't finish it.
Okay, there's a part.
Hey, it's nice. His new. It's nice, eh?
I was gonna ask you too. Did he change studio again?
He changed the studio because I told you the other one. I didn't like
red
it.
one, yeah, me
I didn't
neither.
like it.
I don't like the vibe.
He said he's like I was not rushed, but he's like I didn't have enough. Like I didn't have a lot of time, so I just had to do something so I can continue doing what I'm doing without getting any down. Like us that we had downtime because of that, whatever. He's like I had to do it fast and decent. It was. Man, anyone.
It looked cool.
We'd wish we could have a studio like that. You know what I mean? It's
like
for him.
The
arc shape.
Yeah, exactly.
But the new one has the old school vibe, and he says
he said the same thing. Exactly.
He says it, and Segura's like, yeah, I like this one way more.
With the curtains and stuff.
I get that feeling of GRE,
like school.
LA GRE.
The other one looked too much like it was too. Something was too different.
Yeah, it wasn't like.
Sometimes change is not good. Sometimes change is not good.
Guys, this is one thing for sure. A lot of places, you have to learn this. Sometimes change is not good.
Yeah.
Like restaurants.
Yeah.
A lot of these restaurants.
Expanding it and stuff like that, making them bigger.
Or like you just change the bread. Like remember Arahova?
Yeah.
Not to rip them.
Shout out to Arahova.
Not to rip them in any way.
We love our Greek food.
not to rip them in any way because I just don't know much about them. But I just know we used to go there as kids often, family. We used to go sometimes on Sundays, remember, with Zio and stuff like that. Then they changed their bread. We went once and we're already like,
disaster.
It's okay. It's not as good as the old bread. They're going to change back to the old bread. They're just trying something new, right? Change the chicken, change the French fries. You change everything.
No good.
What happened to them? They went bankrupt. Not bankrupt, but they closed down the one that we used to go to.
Yeah.
They have like an express one now. And I'm sorry, but Marathons is always fucking packed.
Yeah, Marathons kills it.
Marathons is on a whole nother level. Why? Because it's the same recipe, the same layout.
For the past 20 years.
For the past, exactly. 50, I don't know how many years he's been around there, this guy. But it's always the same one. You go to the one on the carry. What does it taste like? The one in Laval.
I love it.
It doesn't taste anything different.
No, the one on the carry, stop.
But that's
guys,
what I'm
by the way, we love our Greek food, so we get very passionate when we talk about it.
Marathons is marathons. Remember when I brought Joe for the first time?
Okay, back to the turbo.
Okay, so why is it a turbo? So,
okay, so you brought this up, and they were talking about it in the Joe Rogan podcast with Tom Segura, because they're talking about because Tom Segura has a
he does. He does McLaren's freaking guy.
Yeah, but he also has a 718.
It's his
Boxster. Like
that's his?
Yeah, like a racing car type of thing.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it, but I know that was his. I thought it was like someone's that
and
he was
driving.
driving.
And he has an M2. That has like 700 horsepower on it.
It's Tom Segura.
Yeah.
You don't expect it.
I know.
And he's big, man.
Yeah, when he was talking about it, I'm like, you have an M2? Yeah. So it's modified, whatever.
So he's like he's like Joe Rogan and Brendan Schaub. He's a car guy.
Yeah, they love cars. They love cars.
I know he liked cars, but like I thought he was just doing, he does those there's like
reviews.
a podcast in the car, like Matt Sarah. Yeah, that's it. Stuff like that. Okay.
So they were talking about the naming scheme of Porsche, and they were talking about the Taycan. They're saying, oh, it's fast car, it's sick and whatever. And then they were mentioning the fact that one of them is named the Turbo. Mm-hmm. And then Joe Rogan's like, oh, it's named the Turbo. He's like, I don't know why it's named the Turbo.
Yeah, because he's a purist.
And then Segura's like, oh, it's because the marketing, and they kind of keep that naming scheme to make it so like they could differentiate.
Yeah, you gotta keep it like you said. Don't change what's not broken or what's not.
Exactly.
Don't fix
technically the car there is no turbo inside. But if you buy the turbo version,
it's because the turbo is the best one. When you buy a 911, what's the best one? The turbo. S, everybody knows this. So what are you gonna start doing then after? I hate when companies do that. So
they change.
I like Porsche. Germans, man. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Porsche always makes the right move.
It's like Volkswagen. We're talking about last episode.
Yeah.
Check out episode
39, guys, if you want to see Volkswagen. But I'm just saying, they always make the right move. There's never a move that Porsche, I'm like, why? Besides Boxster, like that was the first Boxster.
First one. But if you drive the new ones.
Exactly. But they fixed their mistake.
I'm not a fan of the Boxster, okay? I don't like the Boxster, but the 718 or like the GT4 came in.
Oh, yeah.
I drove it. I'm like.
Don't mix the Cayman with a Boxster.
No, but same shape of car.
But it's not the same car.
No, I get that part.
I'm sorry, the Cayman.
It's small, entry model.
The
like
Cayman
Porsche.
is a nice Porsche.
But even the 718, I'm driving it. I'm like, this is actually a good car.
Yep. It's because, did you drive the ones before though? Did you ever drive them?
Yeah, I driven the 2002 Boxster.
You understand?
Crap.
It's like disgusting.
Yeah, I don't fit inside.
The shifter. Never mind that you don't fit because I don't fit either. But the shifter shit.
But that was the entry model Porsche.
Everything is disgusting.
Yes.
I understand it's the entry model. But
also, if you drive an 03 Porsche.
An old one?
Oh, like 03.
03, I heard.
The one that Vince had and stuff like that.
Oh.
The egg light.
996?
998? 996. No, it's 996.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Or 997. I don't even know actually anymore.
997.
So
997.
no,
I think.
997 was the one with the circle lights. Because 997.
Okay. Anyways. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So an older.
I think it's 996.
2000s, whatever.
Yeah. They're not that great now. They're not that great.
For the time that Tiptronic.
But the Boxster came out, it was good too.
Yeah, but that no, it wasn't.
It was good.
It was a joke. Everyone used to make fun of the poor man's Porsche. It's the poor man's Porsche.
Because it was the
people are just buying it to have a Porsche logo on their car.
But it was the baby car.
Yeah, but it was not like it came out and everyone was wow, and then after it fell off. It came out and it fell off. Trust me, everyone hated that
because it had to compete with the 911. But now after 15 years of it being out, now what are we saying?
Yeah, but now it's refined.
But the 911.
But that's Porsche. That's my point.
But the 911 existed how long before the Boxster came out?
Yeah, and was there any issues with a 911?
I don't know how it was 1970s.
Would you buy a 1970 911?
Now, yes.
Right away.
But 1970s.
Would you buy a 2000 Boxster?
No.
I got him. You see?
Wait, hold on. The thing is, in 1970s, did they sell well? No.
I don't know.
They didn't.
We have to see. Yeah.
Look it up. They didn't. They actually did not sell well.
No. I'm not saying the selling part. I'm saying.
Yeah, but the same thing for the Boxster. It didn't sell well when it came out.
It did. They sold
Who
so
knows
many.
in like 30 years if you're going to want to buy a Boxster?
Never. You could tell me in 100 years. You could go bring me back to the day they came out.
Caymans?
Never.
06 Caymans.
Cayman. I love Caymans.
Okay, but that's like...
But because they came out and they performed on the track.
Yeah.
A Boxster came out and they did not perform on the track. They weren't the heart of a Porsche. It was like
trying to get into like the...
But it's
the
not
lower standard Porsche.
But you don't need to be. You don't need it. You have Audi, you have Volks, you have everything else. You have Mercedes, you have BMW that's competing in all that area.
Yeah, but they want to make money. And
You're making your money. You're making your money.
They sold a lot of cars.
But now it's fine. I don't care if you have an entry level that drives like a Porsche.
Yeah, but the
not an engine. You know what I mean? Not a turbo engine. This and that. Yeah. That's crazy. An entry level, like you said, but it drives like a Porsche. It's still a Porsche to me.
Like the 718.
Like you're saying, 718 Cayman. I never had no problems with a Cayman. Why? Because they performed right away off the bat. They look nothing special. Mm-hmm. It's not a Carrera, right? But I always found that Porsche, like I was saying, even if they make a mistake, it's always fixed. And usually when they come out with stuff,
well, technically the Boxster got a little bit better later on.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They fixed
like
their issue.
2011.
Now you would buy a Boxster.
Probably not.
I wouldn't buy one, but you wouldn't be as like.
I wouldn't buy the Boxster, but I'd buy the 718 facelift, like redone model.
I'd buy the Cayman.
Well, 718 is different than the Cayman, I think.
Yeah, but I'm saying if I'd have the choice, I'd buy the Cayman.
Over the
How much more is it? Like in general,
we're gonna find out.
20K around?
Hold on, let's see. Because I know the 718 comes in a Spider configuration, right?
Yeah.
The Boxster comes in a... I'm wrong. Okay. 718...
Yo, that's not expensive.
The 718 is the Cayman and the Boxster. The Boxster doesn't exist anymore.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not Boxster. 718. 718 is both of them.
So it's 718 Cayman GT4, which is the one I would get.
That's the one I'm talking about.
And then there's 718 Spider, which is the one I've driven.
And 718 Spider is like a...
Insane.
Okay.
It has like the...
So 718, what's the entry?
Coupe, like regular, looks like a Boxster coupe.
Okay, so it's
like
a Boxster.
No, it looks like a Cayman coupe.
So there's no Boxster anymore? Okay, so 718. Makes sense, because the 718 or the Cayman...
was better than the Boxster.
It's a better car.
Yeah.
Scrap the Boxster. You see? What's my point?
Did.
GT4 is beautiful, by the way.
Yeah,
and the Boxster
GT4 is the one I'd get. But the
sorry.
Spider is sick. Like the way it looks in the back with the seats, and it looks like a speedster Porsche.
Yeah. Oh,
so
it has those
the humps
double
in the back.
humps.
It's
yeah,
so
exactly.
Sick. They killed it.
So guys, 718 coupe, like you said, the cheaper entry level,
$67,000,
which is what?
67K.
No, yeah, I know, but I'm saying the engine is a what here? It's
300 horse.
2 liter. It's a 2 liter.
It's a Boxster engine.
Oh my god, 4-cylinder. But the GTS.
GT4.
No, because they have an S is a 2.5, and then after they have
it.
GT4, which is a 4 liter inline 6. That's what you want, right? But either way, starting at $67,000.
I like the 718, but I only like it in a Spider configuration.
Yeah, but 67.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
It's a good way to get in for sure.
It's not bad. Hey,
it's a good way to get in.
If you want to, you just want a Porsche, and you're not a guy that have to take it to the track and whatever.
But I perform it in a Spider configuration.
For you. Also, I wanted to mention on the Porsche, guess how much horsepower this thing is getting? Did you see?
Which one? Yeah, 436 horses, 750 torque.
Taycan Cross. So 436 horses. It says with total power outputs, because it's a dual motor.
Yeah.
So two electric motors.
One in the front, one in the back.
Yeah. With a total power output ranging between 436 horses to 750 horses.
That's turbo S.
Depending, right, when you're... Because that's how those electric motors work. Depends how much
There's no Chinese on those
power
cars,
you put, right?
There's no Chinese on those cars, is there?
I think
it's one speed.
I have no... Yeah, but there's got to be a tranny.
I mean, there's no gears.
No, I don't think so. I guess I'm not too great with these type of cars. But anyways, what I like is about the Taycan Turbo S rockets to 60 miles per hour. Guess how fast?
1.9.
Whitey said rockets. 2.4. And
yeah,
that
Tesla's
is beating turbo. Right? 911 Turbo is 2.9 or 2.8.
That's crazy, though.
It's been holding that threshold, right? You've been like that rear-wheel drive, freaking...
No, I think the Turbo S is full-wheel drive.
Now, but I'm saying Porsche has always been that 0 to 60 king.
Yeah.
Everybody's known this, like since the 90s, you know what I mean? I'm saying, now look at this, man. There's these electric cars, 2.4 seconds.
They're going to be in the 1 seconds.
And this is a cross track. This is not even like a small car.
Yeah, it's a big, heavy
one. It's a big car, man.
With the all-wheel drive.
Imagine you with the kids in the back and you just launch that thing 2.4. The kid.
They fly through the window.
Okay, so what other news I wanted to say? Did you know? I was watching. If everybody watches, I'm sure some you guys have seen her, even if you don't know who the hell she is. Supercar Blondie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's in Dubai all the time, right?
Yeah,
that's where she lives. Man,
does she live there?
Yeah, she has a lot of money. Anyways, so she's showing this car and whatever. In the background, I see this G-Wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, she has a G-Wagon.
The convertible one?
No, it wasn't like nothing special. It was just a G-Wagon. Like, it looked like the new ones, you know, with the circle lights, whatever, the halos, whatever. Then after the car, like the camera turns, it's a Suzuki. It's a Suzuki G-Wagon. It looks exactly the same as a G-Wagon, but it's a Suzuki.
New?
It's
Suzuki still exists?
Yeah, in these places, yeah.
In those countries?
Yeah, Suzuki's pretty big, actually. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Did you know that? It's like a Suzuki... Let me see if I can find it. Just
write Suzuki G-Wagon. You'll find it.
Suzuki G-Wagon.
Suzuki still makes cars, eh?
Yeah, look. You see? Yeah, it's just a Suzuki logo.
Interesting.
And that's the real. That's the Suzuki.
It's like a
bit smaller.
It's like the Chinese knockoff of the G-Wagon.
I didn't want to say it like that, but if you go to China, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of cars that you don't even know what you never heard of them, and you're like, is that like a Mustang or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, and it's like a Chinese knockoff, man. It's crazy. There's like videos on that and stuff.
I've heard.
So yeah, guys, check that out. Suzuki G-Wagon. I didn't know about that.
I didn't know that.
But yeah, Supercar Blonde. So I wasn't sure. I'm like, maybe Joe might know. He doesn't know. I go, let me just ask him.
Zero clues.
So you wanted to touch upon, you were talking about a point before. I want you to hit on that.
So before we're talking about the premiere here in Quebec, and no, that's not my point. So we're obviously like big in the automotive industry and the space and everything, and we also work in the automotive industry and stuff, whatever. So there's a new, here in Canada anyways, I don't know about America, I assume it's going to get there eventually.
Probably.
There's a tax being implemented. It's called the luxury tax, which I assume some of you must have heard it or maybe not, but I'll tell you what it is. So basically, it's a luxury tax that if you buy a car brand new, not used, from what I understand, only new car sales. So if you buy a used one, you're fine. Yeah, from what I read.
Okay.
Are they going to change it later on? I don't know. But on new car sales, if you buy a car over 100,000, there is a 10% luxury tax on the final amount of the car. So, for example, if the car is 104,000, you're paying 10%.
So it's a tax on top of taxes.
Yes. So that's aside from our sales tax here, which is 14.975% in Quebec. But
don't fall off your chairs.
Yeah, exactly. 15% sales tax. After we pay 50%
you go to Florida, you spend $1,000, and they're like, your taxes will be at
$8.
Yeah, and you're like, what? You're like, you spend $200 on shoes here. It's like It's like the shoes are $199. Okay, here your bill is $269.
Yeah, you're like, what? So
crazy.
And then there's also it's 10% on the final price, or it's 20% on the amount after the $100,000 threshold. So what I mean by that is, if the car is 104,000, either you pay 10% on the 104, or you pay 20% on the 4,000, and you're gonna pay the tax.
Basically, what passes that 100,000, you get okay.
Yeah. And you pay the less amount. So I think 20% of 4,000 is $800, or you pay 10% of 104, which is $1,400, right?
Yeah.
No, it's $10,400.
Yeah,
$10,400. So you'll pay the $800 luxury tax. So, look, I think up to about 150,000, it's not going to change much.
Well, because of like what you just said, it's like $800 or $600.
105, whatever. It's an extra $1,000.
You're gonna.
It sucks for sure, but they have to get money from paying us all this. Anyways, here in Canada, we got
that's right. They're doing that. So
they got to recuperate that
they're
money.
saying
Right?
it's
Nothing's
to fix
for free.
the roads, right?
Yeah, not fix the roads. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And but where it's gonna affect people is if you buy a car of 400,000. Well, now you're paying 10% of 400, or you're paying 20% of 300. So if you just do the calculations there real quick, that's how much extra the car's gonna cost you.
Well, that's what I think is where it's gonna really like. It's like the cars are really expensive. Like you said, over 150, 200. Like those cars, there's not many, right? There's not much, but when they make that sale, it's gonna make a difference.
At 110K, you'll pay 20% of 10,000 is 2 Gs, or 10% of 120 is 12, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll pay $2,000 extra, which, I mean, look, if you buy a car of 120, I think you could afford the extra 2,000. But where it's going to affect you is if you buy a car at 300,000, well, now you're paying 10% of 300,000, which is 30,000, or you're paying 20% of 200.
Yeah, and that's where they get
40,
you.
Right?
Yeah. So that's
pretty insane. That's where it's like people are going to get affected.
I don't know, honestly. Like it's probably gonna happen and everything, but like Quebec's gonna be
January 1st, 2022.
But Quebec's gonna be. I feel like there's gonna be something even more.
Maybe
Quebec's gonna be like,
it's 25% here.
Yeah, exactly. Here it's 25% because I don't know. It's cold.
It's cold.
I don't know. There's always something. But yeah, guys, let us know what you think about that. How you guys feel, especially if you're one of those people that are buying those type of cars. Me and Giovanni aren't spending that much on cars yet. Hopefully soon.
We'll get there.
But I would be pissed if I'm paying that much more for a car because they decided to make a tax.
And this is on new cars. So I don't know what they're going to implement on used cars.
They're going to get it too.
I'm sure something's going to happen on used cars.
Because those cars get flipped every year. Those type of cars, I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they get sold all kinds.
A couple times. Yeah. So I don't know. From what I read, it's only new car sale. But I mean, well, I don't know. It's probably going to hit used eventually.
You think it's going to affect the sales?
It's going to affect sales over 100,000.
Like you think people are going to be like, instead of getting that car at 120s and say, you know what, I'll just take the car at like 90 or 80.
No.
People
are just going to suck it up and pay it. They'll just finance the amount, the rest.
A bunch of hams. That's the problem. We just pay.
Yeah.
And that's what
the thing is, I was having this debate with my girlfriend. The majority of people, like, this is going to create a bigger gap from middle class to super rich.
Yeah.
And why I say this for. The majority of car sales happens between 60 to 100,000, right? That's the majority of car sales. Yeah.
It's not less? Like the cars are like 30,000?
There is a lot of sales of 30 to 40,000, but majority of people, what do they drive? BMWs. What do they drive? Mercedes.
I would think
what
the
do they
majority,
drive? Audis.
But I would think majority
some
drives
Hondas
Hondas
cost $70,000.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying majority, I would say
the Civics.
Cheaper.
But those are like, forget about the people that buy Civics. I'm talking about like majority of cars you see on the road, Lexus SUVs, Infiniti SUVs. Yeah, you have the like Odyssey 60 Gs.
It's about
Dodge Caravan is like 50K.
50 and 75, I'd say.
A Dodge Caravan is $50,000.
Yeah, I know. So about between 50 and 75. Yeah.
So the average,
50,
let's say it tops out at 100, right? Because you have the GLC 43s, you have the SQ5s,
but that's a different level.
Q7s.
You can't say that,
But
those are guys that want cars, like that cars.
Okay, well, let's say the majority of people is from 45 to let's say 75, right?
Yeah, 45 to 75.
And then you have that class of people between 75 and 150, right?
Exactly that.
So the people that are purchasing cars between 75 and 150, I feel like those people are those are people that make this is like rough estimate. They make about 100,000, 120,000 a year, right? Those are people that could afford these type of cars. Mm-hmm. So now the fact that they're implementing this luxury tax, these people fall down a notch in the income, not income society, but what they could afford, right? So now they no longer could buy. They could still buy the car 150, but you better have the extra 10K.
But that's what I'm saying.
To dish out,
So the person will say, "Screw it, I'm just gonna go with the car."
The cheaper car.
That's what I'm saying.
And this what creates the bigger gap from the middle class and the rich or whatever you want to say.
The upper class. Yeah. So, but I don't know. If you do it on used cars, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, it's a bit too much. It doesn't make sense.
It's probably gonna happen.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do? The car, let's say like an S4, brand new, 75,000 or whatever, fully decked out. Then when you buy it used,
you won't get on 75,000 a car. It's 100 and over.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying something like that. And then you go buy it used, it's 30,000.
Yeah, they charge you 10%.
Like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna charge you. It's gonna be so complicated. It's already annoying. It's just, anyways, whatever. I find it too much. Because what my next point is, sorry about that, is Canada is wondering how they're gonna tax all these EV cars.
Yeah.
Because how do you get taxed with your car? Everything you put gas, you get taxed all but.
Yeah.
No? Now no one's getting taxed for electricity. Yeah, but no one's getting taxed for it.
Well, it's gonna go up.
There's no unit of measure. There's like no measurement.
Or this is a way that they're doing it because electric cars are getting all over $100,000.
Well, no, they were saying that they were gonna put a tax on electric cars, like just for what mileage, going through mileage. Let's say in 1 year you did 10,000, whatever, a cent per thing or whatever. I don't know how it's gonna work. They're not sure yet, but that's what they're thinking of doing. With the kilometers and distance.
This is crazy.
They gotta tax them if they're taxing gas drivers. I'm sorry. They get a kickback. They get to go free on the bridge.
That one, that kickback's gonna stop, I think.
But they're still getting it. So
yeah, for right now, yeah.
I've been hearing that it's gonna stop for a year now, and it hasn't stopped.
It's gonna stop eventually.
I know someone that just bought a Tesla, and he just got it.
A tax credit, yeah.
Yeah, $10,000, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, you get the credit back.
Thanks, $10,000. What the hell? I mean, why? Because I drive gas. I'm a piece of shit. That's what I told him. And he's like, no. And that's why he bought the car, was because he gets that.
Yeah, for sure. That's why most people buy the car.
It's crazy.
He's not the only person to think of this.
But that's my point. So there should be a tax on that. It should. If you don't, or take it out, or don't do it for gas.
Yeah, exactly.
Which they'll never do.
Exactly,
because
they'll do it for
never
gas.
happen.
But now they're saying, "Oh, buy electric. You're gonna save the economy."
And then after in 10 years, they're gonna tax you out of your teeth, and then after everyone's gonna have electric cars, and yeah, exactly.
You're screwed.
Or like Giovanni said, when they say no, only electric cars, there's gonna be no grant that gives you the money back, whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
They're gonna say, yeah, it's that, and that's it.
They're saying that they sell so many cars that they can't, whatever bullshit excuse they're gonna come up with.
Even that grant, I don't get it. Why?
It's a grant to push you to buy electric cars.
Okay.
So
and then they get free that they get to go on the bridge too. You know the bridge you have to pay. What the hell?
It's not gonna be like that anymore.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be like that. Period.
Well, now they're trying to push electric cars. They're trying to get the goal.
To push luxury cars.
No, electric cars.
Okay, so they never tried to push freaking sports cars.
I know,
never tried to push anything else.
Because I don't know.
Because it's good for the environment. That's why. I guess.
For the environment, yeah.
Until they realize where the batteries.
Episode 40. The electric cars are good for the environment.
Yeah, and then after they realize that the batteries are dying and they don't know where to put all that battery
e-waste.
We already have a problem with e-waste now. Imagine when these things
100%.
Happen. So sticking on the thing with Tesla. Did you hear that this week or last week there was another Tesla crash actually?
No.
With autopilot again?
I didn't see.
Another one, like a bad one.
Another one.
Yeah, a bad one.
DJ Khaled. Another
bad one. They're saying like it's like really.
Did the guy die?
I didn't go deep into it, but I just wanted to know what you would think about this Tesla autopilot stuff.
I've seen videos
like in LA, I find.
Because that's where
And this is where the type of people that
will
use it.
Even though the Audi that it drives to you. When you call it with the key and it drives to you, okay, that only works in certain places.
GT?
Yeah, the e-tron
yeah,
there, the GT
e-tron. The satellites.
The satellites, exactly. Even like Uber, that they bring you to groceries and all these things. LA is always the place where they test all this shit.
Yeah, that's so many people. They start there and there's that amount of people that live there.
Exactly, and all these people, they have the money to do it and whatever. Most of the people, anyways.
Sure, there's a lot of money in LA, but LA too. Yeah,
a lot of rich people there too, right? But that's where they test all
there's a big difference between there's like no middle. It's like you have it or
yes, you don't. But all these companies, their headquarters are there, so that's where they test all these things.
For sure.
So I'm not surprised it happened in LA, but like I've seen videos of the Tesla driving itself there on the like people sitting in the back seat and they're recording the car driving itself. It's pretty scary, man. I don't want nothing driving myself.
No.
I barely trust people on the road now when I drive the car. Imagine when the car is driving itself and I have to trust the people around me.
Yeah, that's it.
And I have no control of the car. Impossible.
What happens if you take the steering wheel and you turn while it has it? Does it do anything?
I don't know.
Or did it disable your steering wheel too?
Probably.
Jesus. Yeah, because if you hit it with your leg or something, you're gonna...
well, you sit in the back. You have no control.
No, you don't sit in the back. You're in
the Tesla. You sit in the
front. Those are idiots.
No, but I'm talking
jump
about
in the back seat while the thing's on autopilot. Like, you want to die.
The one I saw, it's a taxi service.
Oh, yeah.
There's no one in the car.
Uber.
I think so too,
I've
bro.
seen that.
There's no one in the car. No one. You sit in the back.
It's weird.
And you put your address and it brings you there. That's why I got.
I'll walk.
Out.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll drive myself.
It's like, you know, those movies like Fifth Element and stuff when you used to see this shit. And he's like, what? What do you mean you put like a little capsule in the microwave? Yeah, you put a capsule in the microwave. Boom, McDonald's comes out after like you put poof, and it's McDonald's. You keep seeing this shit, and you're like, what the hell? Like there's some places like the Marriott. There's places like that's probably in LA also.
The Maritimes.
No, like the Marriott Hotel, Holiday. I don't know the big chains. I don't know. In LA, I saw that there's a lot of them that have robot concierge. They're called the guys that come. Here's your food, or you needed this. You needed that. They come. It's a little robot. Rings your doorbell, whatever. Yeah, your things are here. You open it. Let's say there was food. You take your plate. Thank you. Push the button and it leaves.
No way.
Yeah. There's a lot of that. LA has a lot of this shit. Like even,
what a time
the scooters,
to be alive.
Remember the scooters like in Florida there? Lime or whatever the hell they called them there. The ones basically we're talking about scooters, that you could rent. Yeah, just because
we didn't rent those things, did we? No,
we didn't. We had scooters.
Yeah,
that's why we didn't rent them.
Ones.
Yeah, we didn't have.
America.
There you go. Gas power.
America.
Yeah. So even there, it started there first. Then now they're here. Now we have them.
They banned them.
But we had them.
We had them for a little bit.
There you go. Yeah. But LA was always the first one.
Dude, that's what they test. The testing grounds.
Yeah, but like, man, I think too many people are probably testing this autopilot shit. And
how did the car crash?
I didn't see exactly. I was just looking at headlines and stuff like that. And it just said another
one.
Another port, and like Elon Musk is getting shit for it and stuff like that. But like, why do we need the cars to drive?
Shit for everything.
Like, guys, we don't need the cars to drive. For
just get your lazy ass in the driver's seat.
But it's already everything's lazy. Everything's buttons pushing things, and everything transfers over air and everything.
They always want to get to the next step.
Yeah, we always have to be lazier.
Well, whatever could sell, right?
But like, what's the point of getting a car? Why get a car if you have like? I understand if you're rich and you have a Maybach and you have a driver for you. Even at that, I always said that. I'd rather drive my Maybach. Like that guy over here, that old man over there that you see him. He drives that Maybach.
Yeah.
You could have someone driving him around, no?
Yeah, but I'd rather drive it. What's
the point of buying the car? If $200,000, whatever, the Maybach is $500, right? But I'm saying
some people are so busy that
you're not that busy that you can't drive.
Well, some people.
That's fine if you're working.
I was watching the Drive to Survive.
What the hell's that?
Formula One.
Oh, okay.
Show on Netflix.
I didn't even know it was called Drive to Survive.
Yeah.
F1 something.
Drive to Survive.
Okay.
And the guy gets into it's the first couple
season?
episodes, season 1.
Oh my god, I remember.
When they're talking about Red Bull.
Okay. Yeah, because season 1's all Red Bull.
With Renault.
Yeah.
That they want to switch.
Yeah, the Renault engine. Oh my god, it's
so true. The guy, he's so busy, the guy, that he gets into the backseat of the Maybach and he's on his phone and he's talking to the phone like while he's getting driven there. Like there is some people that are just too freaking busy.
But it's like, guys, come on. These guys, Bill Gates and all these guys, didn't have that before they were able to do it. They didn't have cell phones, bro. They were able to do it.
I'm sure they had drivers. Driving has been around for a long time.
You're spending that much money. And I'm not talking about a Maybach. Like I said, Maybach, it's a limousine. It's made for that type of thing. I'm talking about these guys that have crazy expensive cars and they don't even drive them. Like a Ferrari or something. They have someone else is driving them. I've seen it many times.
No, I don't want that. I would drive it.
But what's the point?
Everybody has their own itch or their own thing. It's not for us.
I don't know.
If I'm buying a Ferrari, I'm driving the shit out of it. There'll be no tires left in the first week. I can guarantee you that.
Getting out of the car thing. Did you see? This is Montreal talk. Did you see Pornhub? How much he's selling his house for?
No.
19.8.
The one in Laval or the one in the
19.8 mil.
Crazy, eh?
And his parents probably said, "Oh, what are you doing? Putting pictures of people having sex on the internet? Where's that gonna go in life? Where's that gonna go in life?" And I know people that work for that company and stuff, and they're all doing very.
But they get a lot of flack though. The company's
because it's clean money, but it's not clean entertainment.
What they do, the services they offer.
You know what I mean? Like
I get it.
Whatever. But $19.8, $20 million house.
That company generates a lot of money.
He is laughing right now.
That company generates a lot of money.
But it's mostly because it's like off ads and shit. The guy, one of my friends was telling me.
He owns...
They have a lot of ads.
Yes, and they own a lot of websites.
I mean, they make a lot of money off those ads. Yes. And they have websites that are theirs.
They own a lot of domains.
That's the
porn domains and other domains too. So when they run the ads on all these websites, they own the right to the website, so they generate the revenue.
So they're making money off their own...
Well, they own the domain. So for example, you own 5,000 websites, right? And all these 5,000 websites... have
they share within each other.
No. What do you mean the share?
Because he's sharing on his site. That's what I'm saying. Someone told me that like you said, he owns the domains.
Yeah.
He puts ads on his site.
For his own website.
Oh,
possible.
So it's like a rotating.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow.
That's
it's like a crazy algorithm.
Yeah.
You know?
But let's say the simpler way from what I understand is that you own, let's say, 5,000 websites. You have all these websites run ads. Maybe some of the ads reroute you to your own websites, but then you're paying yourself.
Yeah, but you're getting free advertisement, and you're paying yourself. That's how you get $20 million houses, my friend.
Yeah.
Imagine he's like, I bought it just off ads, bro.
Let's say you own one website.
Yeah.
And you put an ad for another website.
But he's probably not even paying for it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but that means the other website's offering a service.
Yeah.
So like a subscription or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So they get subscribed to. He makes money.
Yeah.
They got a hit on that site. He got a hit on his other site.
Yeah, it's just
you got to click.
Loop.
You got to click. That's how they make money.
I get it now.
It's crazy, eh?
Infinite loop.
It's crazy.
There's ways of making money.
20 mil.
You just gotta
but I remember I had a friend that was in high school that he like dropped out and started doing this shit and working for them, and he still is, I think. But he was like, he's still doing well, very well. He was crazy. Like a Dodge Magnum at like 17 years old, and I was like, what the hell? Remember those cars, Dodge Magnums?
Those wagons.
They're cool. Those are cool cars. Everyone had them like everyone had them in the rap videos. Yeah. That's it. That's why the car was popular.
The first SRT8 station wagon.
Yeah, it was a cool car though.
Pretty sweet.
But
even the 300C.
I wonder if when you rip that thing, everything shakes. You just do a burn on everything. Ones, all the plastics and stuff. Anything you want to touch on, Joe? Anything else?
My big topic today was really the luxury tax, and the Porsche topic was sick. I love Porsches, man, and we both love Porsches.
Yeah, Porsche.
That's our thing, you know.
We can bring it. That's why when I saw the Taycan Cross there, I was like, I have to tell Joe about
sick,
this. Yeah. I saw it just like that.
I'm happy that we reached episode 40.
Yeah,
it's
episode 40, guys. It's
a milestone.
A little milestone for us.
Let's make sure we could get episode 50 soon.
Well,
and
10
technically
weeks.
In 10 weeks. If everything goes good, in 10
good.
weeks.
It should be. It should be.
On our Instagram page, we do a lot of car of the day and polls and stuff like that.
Even if if you don't even like podcasting, you just like car stuff.
Yeah, our Instagram page, for the most part, every day we're
trying to get to 1K, right?
Yeah.
We hit the road to 6 something.
Yeah,
600
we're 60% of the way there.
Yeah, that's it. So we're just
so hit us up on Instagram. We post.
Follow us, guys. If you guys if you guys know us, you're watching. Like I said, you don't like the podcast, anything. Just it takes 2 seconds. Just follow us, man.
We
it helps
appreciate
us a lot.
that.
Yeah, for sure.
And we post a lot of car content every day. Facebook is where you're gonna find.
The same content.
Yeah, same content, and also that's when you're gonna find out that the episode was dropped on YouTube. YouTube is where you could watch this live.
Yep.
You can watch the audio version on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts. That's like the three main ones.
Any podcast.
And then
subscribe to our YouTube.
Yes,
that's where we really we started. We never really pushed it or whatever, but we have to because that's where we really need to.
That's where we're gonna get the traffic.
Yeah.
So
please,
hit us up on YouTube, the Fuel the Podcast.
There's 600 of you, so
this is where you're gonna watch. Yeah, exactly. This is where you're gonna watch the live video. And then I
just wanted to do a little shout out that we were doing every week. Let's keep it going because or else I keep forgetting.
Let's do it.
Give a little shout out to my boy Mike Lucci. I call him Mike Lucci.
Late Night with Bello.
You got the name. I didn't write it down. You see, I didn't write it down. So Late Night with Bello, guys. Friday nights. Check him out. This week he was off, but when this comes out, it should be the same night actually. Yeah. Because ours comes out Friday. So check it out. He's gonna be on. Usually he's on
10:35.
10:35. His times change.
I watch.
He's a busy guy, Mike. He's a busy guy. But honestly, guys,
your live.
He tries to put on a good show for the community, and he supports people. He always supports. He always tells me whenever you guys want to come on. But we're never together at night because we can't be. So whenever we're together,
we'll do it.
We'll do something. Don't worry. We always have you in our thought. Thank you, Mike.
Appreciate it.
Those shows are hilarious too.
Yeah, they make me
cry.
Yeah.
Makes me cry. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Do what you got to do.
So 10:35, the late night with Bello show.
Yeah, we just
Mike
wanted
Lucci's
to shout it out,
Instagram
guys.
page.
Check him out. He's got the following. If you're from Montreal, you're probably already watching it.
Yeah, for sure. You know who he is.
You got him. He's hilarious. He's hilarious. So Joe, let's do this outro.
Episode 40. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. No Twitter at the Fuel Podcast. I'm Gio.
Mass.
That's Mass. And on to the next one.
Peace, guys.
Deuces.